Hello and welcome to Bitunix, the world's fastest growing crypto and derivatives exchange. Today we're going to look at the futures chart and how we can customize it to our likings. So I've loaded up the futures chart right here. We have Bitcoin, and this is a very basic chart. It's good for some people, but I want to show you how we can customize it. So right here in chart settings, we are able to actually change the color of all the candles, the borders, and the wicks. So some people like not having the actual, red and green candles. So we can do gray and white. Some people like this. So this is an example of how it would look like that. And the cool thing is when you reload the page, all your preferences save. So you don't have to do this each time. We can also change the price line, which is that. We can add the previous day close line, the high and the low, and a bid and ask. We can also change our time zone and date modification right here. Now, if we don't like any of this and we want to go back, we can click this button right here to reset the chart. Next, we can actually change a few displays. So see this market order panel? We can turn that off if we don't need it. For limit orders, I'll give you an example of that. So we have a limit order right there. If we know that our limit order is there and we don't want it on our chart because it looks kind of messy, we can turn that off like that. Right now we can drag the limit order to wherever we want, but if we're worried we might accidentally do that, we can change it. And now it'll ask us are we sure we want to change it. So that way it adds a layer of protection in case you accidentally do that. There's some more important settings down here as well. So you can see your transaction history. That's those buy and sell buttons right there. And you can add or remove them depending on if you want a clean look or not. Your current position line, you're able to take that off the chart. So I'm going to get into a long position here. So something like this, we can remove that if we wanted to. We can also remove, add a flash close button, which is right here. And then we can even get rid of the take profit and stop loss line. If we know in our head where those are and we don't want them on the chart because it looks messy, we can definitely take those off. This countdown is how long until the next close is for the 15-minute candle or whatever time frame you're on. So let's just reset it. I prefer the default. I think they did a great job with the default. Next, you can change what type of candles you want. So I personally like the normal ones. Some people like hollow candles. Some people like bar charts. Step line, normal line. So, there's 15 different ways that you can look at the chart on this. They even have Heikinashi, which is awesome. I prefer the normal candles. And then using this button right here, it says indicators. We can actually add from a ton of indicators. So we can add a VWAP. We can add stochastic RSI down here. So all the indicators that TradingView has, it's integrated on here, which is awesome. So you can see that right there. And then as well as on the side here, we actually have tools that you can use. So if you like fibs, we have the fib retracement tool, trend-based fib, even harmonic patterns, long and short position. You can add these all to your chart right here really easily, built in on the actual platform itself. You also have a measuring stick, so you can measure the gain that you're planning to make. You can turn on the magnet. So the magnet allows you to get really accurate trend lines, for example. So there's tons of different settings that you can play around with on here. Those are the main ones, and it allows you to really customize the chart to your liking. And again, when I refresh it, everything stays the same, looks really nice, and transfers over to the phone app as well. For those reasons, I highly recommend you check out Bitunix and come trade with us on there.